So by the time this episode comes out, it will be 2 weeks removed. I, being an American, sat down January 4th because I wasn't getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning because I had to go to work. I sat and I got to watch one of my favorite wrestlers in the past 15 years have his last match with another wrestler who I hated for a period of time because of the color of his hair. I am referring to Hiroshi Tanahashi, the ace of New Japan, had his final match, and I cried like a baby. Justin, you know this more than anybody since we've been friends, how big of a Japanese wrestling fan that I am. I thought it was very well done. I thought it was beautiful. I thought the 45 minutes after the match was amazing as well. He'll never hear this, or if he hears it, he won't understand it because I don't know how well his English is. But Tanahashi-san, thank you for for making me love pro wrestling again, and just everything that you did. And it's strange because we watched Predator and I had to sit through Jesse the Body Ventura, and I wasn't completely happy with that. Welcome back to the Koffin Click podcast, everybody. As always, my name is Jeff. I am here with
Justin. How's everybody doing today? Happy New Year, etc.
And this is Juan. And we're starting a wonderful year this year.
Yes, we are. So,
God's willing, yeah.
So, some coffin keeping real quick. We now have a Patreon. It is one tier, $6.66.
Foreshadowing.
Yes. Gets you a ton of stuff. It gets you the history of horror done by us. You get your episodes a week early. You get a comic that one or all three of us are working on. You get to watch horror movies with us, if that's something you'd like to do. You, as a Patreon member, get to curate and pick what movies we watch at a certain point. So there's a lot coming. There's a lot of info. It'll all be up on the Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you watch us. It'll be in the description. Please head over there. It would mean a lot to us. And as I said, we're kicking off the new year.
On the Facebook.
Yes. We are kicking the year off with 3 movies, and this was Justin's pick as well, so I'm very stoked by that. We are doing Predator, Predator 2, and Prey.
Well, I mean, I didn't pick Predator 2, but I do like Danny Glover, so it's fine.
I got a thing for trios. So I don't know if we will get to the other Predator movies. Like Badlands, yes. I just don't know about the other ones.
Probably not AVPs, unless we want to do an episode of AVP.
See, I liked Alien vs. Predator. I didn't like Predators.
Predators. Yeah. I mean, it was still okay.
For the fact that you had to take a deep breath and say, it's okay, means there's a problem with that.
I didn't go, it's okay. I said, it's still okay. Just not as okay. But no, like Predator 2, I still like it. It's still a classic in my eyes. But it's not the same as other things that we've already been discussing. As well as, like you said, Predators.
So, this movie came out June 12th, 1987. I was 3 months old.
I was minus 2 years and 1 month.
You were 3 months old?
I was 3 months old.
I was minus 2 years and 1 month.
Oh, God.
I don't know how old I was.
Did you see this in theaters?
Yeah, I think so.
You son of a bitch.
When was it out again?
1987.
Yeah, 1987.
Yeah, I probably did see it at the movies.
So this was directed by John McTiernan, and this was written by Jim and John Thomas. I normally don't talk about the music a lot, but the theme for this movie was done by Alan Trevetsky, I believe. I'll have to double check that.
You mean Alan Silvestri?
Thank you.
The one who does like Back to the Future and all that other stuff, music theme-ness wise?
And the Avengers.
Yes.
So, this movie stars some people. I don't know if you guys ever heard of any of these people. We have Arnold Schwarzenegger as Dutch. Carl Weathers as Dylan, Bill Duke as Mac, Jesse the Body Ventura
Whistling.
as Blaine, Sonny Lanham as Billy, Kevin Peter Hall as the Predator, and then Optimus Prime as the voice of the Predator. Yes, Peter Cullen is the voice of this.
Oh, I did not know that.
Which he almost didn't do because he had blown his voice out on something. But he saw a picture of what the Predator looked like, and he said, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
So
Probably on our new microphones.
right. So there is...
Sorry, I can read this.
No, it's fine.
When Justin said, hey, let's do Predator, I already had the fact that I wanted to talk about because it is one of the strangest things I think I've ever come across. So, the first one is the Predator's blood, a goopy substance with the color of Mountain Dew, was made on set using a mixture of liquid from inside glow sticks and KY jelly. Now, I read a lot about KY jelly when we did the Alien movies, and the fact that this has more uses than what I'm sure it was made for is nuts to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, here's the first reason why I got excited about Predator.
Wait, you're,
After we went there, I thought you were talking about KY jelly.
you're doubting the usefulness of a fun time apparatus?
I know, right?
That it has had so many uses outside of what it is meant for. Like, oh, hey, like in Alien, like, oh, let's goop up a bunch of this stuff with this KY jelly. Or in this, like, hey, I got glow sticks, you got KY jelly. I don't want to know how that came around as a conversation. But my favorite...
I think I know. It all started at the EDM show.
I bet it did.
And then somebody started a beat, and then the rest was history.
He probably wasn't alive or even wrestling at this time, but EDM and KY jelly makes me think of Jeff Hardy. Coming out with glow stick juice, just all covered all over him. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but I have known this for quite some time, that the original, so before Kevin Peter Hall, who's like legitimately like 7'2" or something like that, tall man. The original stuntman, or the guy in the Predator suit, was Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, yes,
So
I did
the
hear
original
that.
suit was orange. And all I could envision was this creature just doing the splits and or like roundhouse kicks. And I couldn't see it. So apparently...
Well, you know why he decided not to do this movie?
Okay, so I
do.
I believe I have the official reason for it.
Okay.
But what?
Oh, the what I heard is because they wouldn't. Nobody could be able to see his face.
Okay, yeah. So
Right.
That was one of the things he wanted to be. He wanted to like. He was young when he was doing this too. I don't think Hard Target or like Bloodsport or Kickbox were out yet, but. He complained about the monster suit being too hot, causing him to pass out, which also voicing his reservations on numerous occasions about the fact that he would not be appearing on camera without the suit. And he was finally removed from the film for officially being too short. He is 5'9".
Oh yeah, he is.
Schwarzenegger and his team, obviously being bodybuilders, almost all of them, were anywhere between 6'2" and 6'5". So we're like, not Peter Cullen, that's the voice actor. Kevin Peter Hall, being 7'2". That's menacing. Can't have a height difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, every time I watch this movie, I just think of like an orange suited Jean-Claude Van Damme running around doing the splits with a French accent.
And I mean, Carl Weathers
look at
looks...
Chucky.
That works. But like for this character, like what this movie
I
is
get
supposed to be.
Right. No.
Oh, if this thing was like, if the Predator was short as Chucky, this movie I would have never wanted. I hate Chucky. So.
And Carl Weathers looks imposing in everything, impressive and imposing in everything he's in.
Or
and
making-
yes, I mean the later stuff when he's older.
Oh my god.
Still.
So.
Yeah.
One more wrestling thing. I knew this is where they got it from, but every time I see Carl Weathers and Schwarzenegger do that handshake in the beginning, that like you son of a bitch, That is like manhood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Personified.
Yeah.
Testosterone,
Just-
all that.
And like the close-up shot of like their muscles.
The
Yeah.
biceps, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like,
And the
God.
hand in the biceps, yeah.
But for any of those who don't know, the Outrunners from AEW / Ring of Honor do this as a tag team finisher.
Yeah.
But yeah,
As a double elbow where they do it first.
this movie is amazing to me. I absolutely love this movie. I remember the first time I saw it, I didn't know what it was about. I just saw Terminator and I was like, whoa, that's the guy from Last Action Hero and Jingle All the Way. What's he doing? And then, oh my God. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Yeah. So many good one-liners.
Oh, okay. So, I remember this movie when it first came out. It was an awesome movie, but rewatching it right now, I'll be honest with you, I forgot how many people actually die in this movie. I thought it was just the team. For the longest time, I thought I remembered just the team dying and that was it. I totally forgot how many people died in this
so like
movie.
just his team dying to the Predator? And
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I thought it was...
everybody else, you just forgot?
Yeah. I mean,
That's okay.
because when I was going through the movie, when I was thinking back at the movie, I remember, Brett the Him... no, is it Brett the Him?
It's Jesse the Body Ventura.
Sorry, Jesse. I remember Jesse. I remember all the guys on the
Completely
team.
different movie.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah, so I remember
this-
all the people on the team, and then I remember the lady and Arnold and stuff like that, and I was like, so when I was rewatching this, I was like, okay, I don't remember all these, second actors or whatever they call them in the movies, but
What, like extra type
extras
actors?
and stuff like that, and all that, getting shot and all that. I was like, man, okay, this has more kills than I thought. So that was one note that I made. That was one of my first notes. I was like, I forgot how many people were killed in this movie.
Does this outfit have a Union Dutch?
Right, and then another note I made is I love the Indian guy's laugh.
Oh, Billy's laugh?
Yeah, Billy's
Yeah.
laugh, and then when they bring it back at the end of the movie, when the Predator. Sorry, wrong movie. Predator does it. When the Predator does it, I thought that was awesome. And
Side note, the Koffin Click drinking game. This is another
No.
chapter of
But
it.
yeah.
How
Every
many
time-
times we accidentally listed
missed-
different Arnold
yeah.
things?
Actually, speaking of that, I need to apologize to all our listeners before we get into this and I forget. It's been driving me crazy since last year that I listened to our episode and I kept saying that the Hanukkah was the Jewish religion. I know the difference. I know
my God, you did,
Jewish
didn't
is the religion and Hanukkah is the holiday.
I didn't
But
even
for
think
some
of that.
reason, when I was listening to my pack, and I was like, why do I keep on saying Hanukkah the religion? It was driving me crazy. And I've been waiting for us to record again to say
Oh,
sorry.
I'm
out
sorry,
there to
bro. The
everybody.
second you said it immediately clicked in my head like, oh my God, he did do that.
Yeah, I did it all throughout the episode, and I was and ever since I listened to the episode, I'm like, "Yarr." I was like, why did I do that?
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, so I just want to apologize to all our listeners out there. I do know the difference, and I do celebrate Passover, so that's the reason why I know the difference, because me and my wife both do Passover every year. So, I mean, it's not like I don't know the holidays or I didn't want to sound stupid. So, all you out there, I'm not stupid. I was just having a brain fart, and there it is. Okay, back to the movie.
In
proud of
fairness
you.
to our on-the-fly editor, though, that is a pretty hard catch to constantly hear someone saying a holiday instead of a religion and vice versa.
Yeah, and it's
Right,
just, it's
exactly.
crazy that just the editor probably didn't even catch any of that and just uploaded the episode anyway.
Oh no, that's okay. I noticed it because I listened to us, and I'm like, okay, what stupid thing am I gonna say this time? But yeah, so sorry. Back to the movie. I just want to apologize to everybody out there that's listening to us. And no, I'm not a complete moron, just a slight moron.
Get to the chopper!
Yeah, exactly. Get back to the movie.
This has to be one of the most quoted Arnold films.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So yes, I did love this movie. I remember, like I said, other than me forgetting how many people died in it, it was a really great movie. I love all the action scenes in it. I love the what they call it, the music in the movie.
Yeah, it's reminiscent of that era of like
Right.
what was going on in the actual world.
Right.
I mean, yeah, literally, because they're going around by the initial base they get to. They're talking about counter-Soviet people and stuff. Yeah, like...
It's
nuts.
Like you can almost pinpoint where the other people, like, where they were before, or, like, what mission they opted out on. And, like, you know, go back in American history, or just history, I should say. God, no, not American history. Don't do that. Just history alone. It'd be like, he would have been there. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, pull out the old geography map and, that's where they were, and that's where the Predator started killing them. Oh, damn. That's no good.
Yeah, well, see, the funny thing about this movie is the country that it took place in is real, but the place where the Predator was attacking them
it's like six different places.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
it's either Cambodia, Valverde, somebody said Brazil when the movie first came out, and it's nowhere near Brazil.
Right, yeah, no.
And then the comic...
Well, and it can't
says-
be Cambodia because one of their talks, it wasn't Dutch/Arnold. It was one of the two or three of them, and they were talking about, remember Cambodia or whatever, and so it wasn't Cambodia either because they're referring to Cambodia as a prior mission.
And in the comic they say one thing, in the book, I think in the novelization they say another.
Yeah.
And we know the Predators as the Halucha. And I was like, oh, hey.
Wait, why? The Yautja?
Yautja. Oh, my God, what did I do? Sorry. Halucha's a Pokemon.
Not only that, you got Lucha on the brain because it's the Lucha Pokemon.
I really do.
Oh, I gotta say, I actually did laugh at the joke that they said in the helicopter.
Which one?
The one about, I don't know, I really don't like to cuss, but the big pussy joke.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, because then he perfects it when they're stuck in the jungle finally.
Right, and then the Indian, that's the reason why he laughs. He goes, I finally get it.
Yeah, because he finally gets his punchline exactly as it should be.
Right.
Like the joke that most dirty people would know, essentially. He finally gets it right when they're way further on in the movie.
Yeah,
and you're like, that's what he meant. He's just an idiot before.
Got it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry, then thank you for correcting me, the Yautja. I'm like, oh, hey, this one's really cool. They weren't called that in this movie.
No.
This movie was originally titled Hunters.
Right.
And it was supposed to be a
Well, it was
pack.
like the code title or whatever, right? Yeah.
No, it was supposed to be the name of the movie.
Oh.
And there was supposed to be a pack of them instead of just the one.
Oh, shit. Because, for some reason, I knew about the Hunters thing, but I always thought it was like Blue Harvest for Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
It was the code name for Predator was Hunters. They're the Hunter.
Because
thanks for correcting that.
The fandom has called this one the Jungle Hunter. Just for, a name. Before that, Yautja name became synonymous through, like, the comics and books.
All the other... Yeah.
You know, I do like that because I think that's funny because actually in other countries, sometimes they're call our movie something else.
Yeah.
Like when we come out with a movie, they'll name it something else, like in Japan or something like that. They'll have a totally different title.
I'll find my phone later, but there is... So a fun nod to that is... Army of Darkness. When it got sent to Japan, they didn't have a direct translation, so they called the movie, I think, like Supermarket Man or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. I want the poster. Like, it's a legit movie poster. Because they just got, like, what the movie was about, and they just put that up. I was like, yes. Anything else?
Just that, I mean, you already mentioned it, but the fact that this movie has wrestlers in it, and I know you guys are all big wrestling fans, and, well, I'm an old school wrestling fan, but yeah.
So, what, like, more so, I mean, the only wrestler is Jesse,
Exactly.
Jesse Ventura.
Right.
But for the fact that this movie produced 2 later governors.
Oh, yeah.
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 What's the stupid thing the kids say now with the... It's weird that it happened twice or whatever?
Oh, if, I have 2 nickels. Yeah, I can't. Oh God,
I can't think of it either.
Yeah, I think we were doing that a couple
But
weeks
it's weird
ago.
that it happened
Twice,
or
yeah.
whatever, yeah. So this one would be like Predator's a great movie.
So the
It
kill
has
count.
2 governors. It's weird it happened twice or
And
whatever. Yeah.
before you get to the kill count, I'm sorry. Not just like from a wrestling standpoint, but seeing Carl Weathers in this, and watching this movie and going, "Oh my God, that's Apollo Creed."
Oh, yeah.
Like, does this man just like to piss off? Like, this is nuts. He's going to survive. Oh, there goes his arm. Like,
Actually, that was a good scene, too, because you get to see the arm fall and it's still shooting the gun.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, no, I mean, this... I guess I have to go ahead and do it. I mean, this is one of the movies that eventually... You know, I mean, watching it as an older person, you know, but this is one of the movies that eventually geared me toward, you know, being in the military.
I figured that was coming, yeah.
Obvious. I mean, just big, awesome looking dudes, and this is not from younger times, but everything in this movie actually is a form of military issued weapon.
Very nice.
And not like a hodgepodge, unlike 2, when we get to the... Oh yeah, there's a tin foregrip on this Desert Eagle, yeah. And a giant scope that was built for a Tokarev, yeah.
Alright, so the kill count. There is 76 kills. 74 men, 1 woman, and 1 predator.
Oh yeah, because he blows himself up.
Yeah, he blows himself up.
With his,
Do it. Go on. Do it.
With the amazing predator neutron bomb thing that miraculously doesn't cause anything to happen afterwards.
Come on, get me! I'm here! I'm here!
Like, so like watching this
Kill
as
me
a,
now!
Yeah, give me now!
so like watching this as a kid and being like, oh my god, this dude's really like, this is crazy. And now like, from the time that I watched it as a kid to watching it, you know, for this, just the entire lexicon of what I know about Arnold Schwarzenegger always dials back to this movie.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care what, like, outside of Terminator, because that's my favorite, like, thing with him in it. Or that weird religion movie he did called End of Days.
Or Kid Garter Cop.
I like My Cousin Vinny.
Who is
You know
your
what?
daddy and what does he do?
Yeah.
In the future, we're just going to do an Arnold.
Arnold Week?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
the
not
one
a
kid-
tumor.
Sorry, not to get off topic, but I love the one kid. He said, my dad's a gynecologist.
Oh, yeah. Such a good movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like everything I know, you know, about Arnold, always like it's like, oh hey, here's him smoking, you know, like nowadays, like smoking cigars, you know, just doing curls in the middle of the mountains, and it's back to Predator for me. Like but the whole like the do it thing, just this movie, along with like a lot of the movies at the time, Rambo and whatnot. Just like I said in the beginning with the handshake, this is just testosterone personified.
Yeah.
Like when you think of manly stuff, it is this.
Yeah.
And like I'm not trying to take away like, oh, the 80s had it, they might have, but like and one other thing, you said that this movie is what got you into the military.
Well, I mean, it's part of it. There's several things, but yes, this could have been one of them, is
No.
what I was saying.
Even though I didn't go to the military, there is a movie that got me to want to go to the military, and then I decided not to. That movie is called Starship Troopers.
Yes. Also another part of, yes.
And Bob's your uncle. Shit, I gotta take that out. Anyway. The first Edito of 2026.
Yeah. Edito.
So, coffin ratings?
Alright, who's going to go first? Want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
My coffin rating for this probably wouldn't be a surprise to anybody. It's a 5. It's a war movie. It's a...
I mean, yeah.
It's...
I mean, because technically SF operators always are outside of the bounds of whatever war is currently going on. So in technicality, it's not, but yes.
I give this 5 coffins for something that this movie does later. If it wasn't for Predators, wrong movie.
Predator.
If it wasn't for Predator 1, we would have never gotten the rest, and we wouldn't have gotten that really cool scene in Alien vs. Predator, where the Predator takes his shuriken and he throws it, and it cuts through the metal and kills that chick almost immediately when it pins her to the wall. I was in the theater. I was like, oh my God.
Okay, coffin rating for me is 5 coffins. I also gave her 5 coffins. But I gave her 5 coffins because I remember this movie when it first came out. It was a cool concept. You know, I loved, like I said, I loved the sound effects and the soundtracks to this movie and stuff like that. Well, I never mentioned this last year, but one of the things, the reason why I love movies so much is I love soundtracks from the movies. I have a lot of soundtrack on my playlist and stuff like that from movies. You know, sorry, Pitch Perfect being one of them.
Hey,
I really
it's still music, and
Yeah,
I actually
exactly.
enjoy those.
Yeah,
so-
Probably just because my wife does, but you know.
Right,
I'm,
exactly.
I'm in the same boat, but some of those acapella things definitely do rip. And
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
no, I really like acapella music, but that's the reason why I
I
like
wouldn't
it.
go really but it's good.
But anyways, a great soundtrack. So that's one of the reasons why I gave this movie 5. And then actually for the reason why you said is because I was from the 80s, and I was all about those manly man movies and guns and all that stuff.
Machismo.
Yeah, machismo, right, and all that stuff. So
yeah.
I was all about those movies back in the day. I mean, some of my
Sans
favorite
the
actors
Black.
are Arnold Schwarzenegger, Rambo, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I gave it a 5.
Definitely a different era.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
boom, boom.
Sadly, to our current day, this is one of the all-time great machismo classics that ever will be, assumably, unless we have like a magical shift in things or something.
I mean, like, you
The
can't
current
count
day.
out, like, Rambo or Rocky.
That's why I said one of, Jeff.
Oh,
One of the great all-time machismo classics.
nothing's
Yep.
changed from last year. I still don't listen.
It's okay. Yeah, so 5 coffins for me too.
And as for the abacus, we're not doing it with these. We're not. These are just 3 really good movies that aren't scary, and I would hate to discredit this movie and give it a low abacus rating
Right.
because nothing about this movie is scary.
Yeah.
Unless. No. Nothing about this movie. Nothing about any 3 of these movies is scary. Unless you put yourself in that position as the main character.
Yeah, like my thing from, last however many episodes ago.
Putting
like
yourself in horrible situations.
Horrible situations that are horrific to deal with.
Yeah.
Like,
I
yes,
wonder
this
what it would be
fighting-
like if they did make this into more of a horror movie, like tried to make it into more of a horror movie. Would it have worked? I don't know.
I don't think it would have. It would have been Texas Chainsaw Massacre in a jungle. Like
Right.
that's the way they would have gone.
From a certain point of view, haha, Obi-Wan. It is 2 is like a human element horror movie because drugs and daga-doo, dooby-doo.
Oh, yeah.
All that
Just the
junk.
basis for a Saints Row game.
No, I know, but that's what I mean. Like from a certain point of view, 2 is like horror-ish, but we're still not doing it.
Right. So just getting that out of the way now. Speaking of which, let's jump into Predator 2.
Yes.
Came out November 21st, 1990. This is directed by Stephen Hawkins. When I wrote that down earlier, I initially wrote Stephen Hawkins, and I was like, wait, that's not right. Not at all. This movie was written, again, by Jim and John Thomas, their brothers, who kind of had like a grip on this. I think they wrote the books, to be honest. I'll have to double check that. So this movie stars Kevin Peter Hall as the Predator again, because he did so good in the first one. Danny Glover as Lieutenant Mike Harrigan.
I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's funny because I made notes about that too.
Gary Busey as Peter Keyes, and I forgot Busey's in this movie.
Oh, so did I.
And I'll get the character's name, but apparently in my notes I wrote Bill Paxton as Bill Paxton. That's not his character's name. It's like Jeremy something, I think.
Yeah, he's a detective too, or whatever. But yeah.
So
Rest in peace, dog.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Well, same with Carl Weathers.
Oh, you're right.
That's why I was trying to keep one of the episodes happy because I love all these movies and
Yeah, I
always will,
forgot
but
about
it's
that.
still like God bless.
Grief Karga.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
I forgot about that.
aside
so
from horror and blah blah blah, we try to keep this as like a decent relatively happy thing. So
Yeah.
sorry for the grief intrusion, but they are legends, so I just thought I needed to bring it up.
So my 3 fun facts about this movie that I found were: the spear weapon that was used in the film disappeared and was reported stolen after filming completed. That doesn't come as a surprise to me at all.
Yeah. Well, because some of it was actually shot in L.A., right?
Yes.
Yeah. So not a surprise whatsoever.
So,
Even back then.
The sergeant, Steve Kahan, to whom Mike Harrington, Danny Glover's character, briefly talks at the beginning of the movie, played his boss, Captain Murphy, in all 4 Lethal Weapon films.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's funny because a lot of my notes have to do with that movie.
With Lethal Weapon?
Yeah.
With Lethal? Okay.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I found, and I just want to take a second to talk about this as, like, what this movie would have been like if this would have happened. Initially, Patrick Swayze was approached to star in this film.
What the
Really?
fuck?
But was unable to because he was injured during the filming of one of the greatest movies to come out in 1989, Roadhouse.
That or Batman, that's your pick.
Christ. Danny Glover.
What, 89?
Yeah, right.
What
yeah.
else was there?
Well, I was 2.
I was born, and Roadhouse and Batman came out.
Such is life.
Such as, yeah.
Sorry.
I'll get enough sleep when I'm dead.
This is also a really good quotable movie by Danny Glover.
exactly.
No.
So, I just want to speculate on what this movie would have been with Swayze.
Oh, why?
Do you think we would have got, like, nothing against the Sways, but, like, do you think if Patrick Swayze was in this, it would have killed the franchise? Because, like,
I mean, if you're really thinking about this from, like, a super hardcore, like, fanboy style perspective, Danny Glover Predator 2 almost killed the franchise.
Okay, true, but,
I refuse to actually say that as myself, but because it's still acceptable. Like I said earlier, it's not on that exact same, like, lore-ish level as everything else, but it's still acceptable as a Predator movie. Because Concrete Jungle, ha ha ha.
true, but...
Actually, a lot of people said this movie was horrible. From what I heard, a lot of people didn't like this movie.
Oh, no, I mean,
And like you said, I'm surprised it didn't kill the franchise, but because they said there was some people out there that didn't like it. Me personally, I like it. But
You guys bring up a good point, but, like, in my head, Roadhouse, Dirty Dancing, Ghost, any other movie Swayze would have done. I can't see tight jeans Swayze running through LA in this. Like, anything that Danny does in this movie, I don't think Swayze could have pulled off.
Yeah.
Not saying anything against his character, but he just wasn't that
I mean,
kind
the
of
only,
action star.
the only thing he could have done is 1v1 the Predator, perhaps.
Yeah.
Even then, who knows how that actually would have looked on film, for
Right.
fuck's sake.
And he would have just roundhouse kicked him,
Yeah.
like Peter did in Family Guy. But like
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. I couldn't see, and the only thing that probably would have sold the movie, actually, maybe he wouldn't have killed the franchise. Maybe more people would have gone to see it to see Swayze. But like, could you imagine that poster, just Swayze's face, and then like just burnt L.A. Like, whoa, what the fuck is this? But yeah, I read that and I was like, oh my god, like. This would have been a totally different
yeah,
Predator
white man,
universe.
Burn LA.
I think it would have been a totally different movie.
Justin?
Yeah,
about Predator
so I
2?
got one thing and one thing only, and it's pretty great. So we talk about Mystery Science Theater and the stuff like that on this pod, this cast, etc.
Right.
And this movie is literally like the gun nuts wet dream for the Mystery Science Theater concept on guns. Because you can literally just stare at all of them and be like, what in the fuck were you thinking? Like, I think at one point it's, I know, because actually, if you really look at it hard enough, Danny Glover's Desert Eagle is fine. It just has like a scope that's maybe slightly too big. But I think it's, no, two things actually. The Hispanic girl, this was well after Aliens. Well, not well, but like far enough after Aliens. She was just trying so hard to be Vasquez's character, in a different freaking sci-fi movie.
Yeah. I can see where you're coming from with that.
And it was just so sad how she was doing it versus Vasquez's, okay, this actually works really awesomely. As like the Hispanic, like, you know, tough chick Marine versus whatever the hell she was trying to do. No, again, no offense to the actor. It just, yeah. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah.
And, no, like, I think it's her, like, service pistol, I suppose, if we're going to call it that. There's like this like tin foregrip thing, and I'm just like, oh god,
why? So yeah, Aliens came out in 1986. So yeah, this was it's almost 5 years.
Yeah.
91 did I say? No, 94 years. Yeah.
And like looking back on it, watching it for I don't know the 10th or 11th time I've probably watched it in life. Just because Predator, obviously. I mean, I can't even count how many times I've watched Predator 1, but...
Yeah, I have to agree with you with that. This isn't a movie that I've watched a lot. Or been like, hey, you know what I want to put on? Predator 2.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever...
It doesn't really come up in that thought, yeah.
No, I think it only comes up, like... Unfortunately, when I... Like, well, not unfortunately, because I like the movies, but I'm like, oh, you know what I haven't watched in a while? Lethal Weapon. I get to like the third one, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna watch Predator 2. I like Danny Glover.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Now, with that said, I'm gonna get into some of my notes.
Jesus.
All right. So first, I'm gonna make the note of the movie. One of the things about this movie I really like, and then I'm gonna get into my so-called jokes about this movie compared to Lethal Weapon. So the first one is I really like the Jamaican gangsters.
Yeah.
All of them. I liked every single one of them. Their characters were pretty good.
King Willie.
Yeah, and then I was gonna say King
Pretty
Willie.
cool in a hallway. Or
Yeah, exactly.
Not hallway, Jesus.
Alleyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then I liked his kill. That was my favorite kill of the movie, even though it technically happened off screen. But how they blended his scream with the head and then the Predator walking away with the head.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
That is really sick.
They actually made a the mannequin head for that. The prosthetics team made a live action head.
Right. Yeah, so that was one of my favorite kills in the movie, and then now for the parts where I was joking, because there's a lot of similarities to Lethal Weapon, which is first one is now I know why he's too old for this shit.
Yeah.
Which is what you guys said at the beginning of this episode. I mean, this movie. This movie review of the movie, so that was pretty funny.
Like I felt that I think this time around being older, when he said that, I was like, you know what, me too.
Right.
I'm right there with you, bud.
And then not only that, now I understand why he was so tired when he finally met
Mel Gibson's character
in Lethal Weapon. And I was like, because he just went through this whole Predator shit, and now he gets a psychopath and freaking partner. I was like, Jesus Christ, no wonder he's tired.
With the Swayze hair.
Yeah, exactly. And then, speaking of Swayze, right? And then, let's see, what else I got here?
The man's lion manes from the late 80s, early 90s.
So also another reference to Lethal Weapon, even though it came out later on, is she was actually one of those bomb people in the lady.
One of the bomb techs?
Yeah, the bomb tech.
She was
the cop. The cop, the partner.
Wasn't she?
She was the bomb tech in Lethal Weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Can we trace Lethal Weapon to Predator?
That's what I was saying. That's my what do you call it? My first conspiracy theory of the year.
No, we can't.
No, because she dies.
Well, not just that, but
Right.
there's was it Wildlands? No, not that.
No, did she die? I think she did die, didn't she? Or no, he spared her because she was pregnant, right? Didn't she live?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
lived.
she spared because she didn't tell her partners and stuff she was pregnant or whatever.
Right. So I think she lives.
So the only thing I'll say against that is that there's this really doesn't matter because it's not canon,
Right.
but there's a animated show called Predator Killer of Killers, and in there was a scene that they took out that shows Dutch in a case. Because that the Predators took him back to their home planet.
Oh yeah.
And then there's one that shows Danny Glover's character.
Oh really?
Mike. So, but that was a bonus scene. Like it's not canon.
Right.
So if you don't believe that, then yeah, I could clearly see him just being like, you know what, I'm out. I just want to wrap up my time. I fought aliens. I'm good.
So let's see. Oh, and then I put on here Gary Busey before he went Hollywood crazy. Was in this movie. And then another one I made a note of is where's the upper half of his body? When he got cut in half, you see his bottom torso fall, or the bottom part of his body fall. Where's the torso? Was it like on a hook or something?
May
I was
have
like,
been,
it
yeah.
never fell. I was like, where's the other half of his body?
Or the Predator ion thing, you blasted it into nothing.
Maybe, oh, I guess so. But I do like that weapon though. It was like a
Because
frisbee. You could
Jesse
hold
the
in
Body
your hand.
Ventura is too big and awesome to actually get blown apart by the ion blast.
Yeah, I guess.
He only got a chest wound.
Yeah, I do like the weapons in this movie. I like the net gun thing.
Yeah.
The thing that he was using that reminded me of a chainsaw. I guess you could say a hand chainsaw. It's like meow.
Oh,
The blade.
yeah. Oh, I can't remember the name of that thing.
There is a actual technical weapon name for the circle hand blade thing.
And
Right.
I so much didn't talk about it in the first one, and I think that's why I like Predator 2 more, like not more, but like Predator wise, like the Jungle Hunter had a bunch of stuff like that worked for him. This one, this dude didn't come to fucking play. He was like, I'm murking everybody. Let's go. I got weapons out the ass.
Right.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Gary Busey, he suffered permanent brain damage due to a severe motorcycle accident in 1988.
Oh, is that why he is
Yeah.
the way he is now? Okay. Well,
So,
my
unfortunately,
my apologies. I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
know it was
and
Well,
an
no,
accident.
there's no apologies because that's like a common misconception across
Right.
damn near everybody.
so
Is that Gary Busey went nuts at some point? Like, no, he
Right.
had a serious freaking accident
Yeah. Oh,
and still
okay.
tried to act.
So
Right.
no offense to Gary Busey. He'll never hear this, and if he does, I'm screwed.
Right.
But I can only picture Gary Busey and think of him as Family Guy has told me what he acts like. Outside of that, I don't know Gary Busey. I know who he is as an actor,
Yeah.
but my brain immediately jumps to Family Guy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I still like him as an actor. I mean, but yeah, I didn't know that's why he
Yeah.
became the way he was. But yeah, I just thought there was too much Hollywood, and he just went.
Too much Hollywood.
But yeah.
I love that. I'm going to start using that.
So the kill count, if you're ready.
Yep.
Okay, so the kill count was 45 kills.
That makes you think the system would go down now. Old school Hollywood, washed up Hollywood.
Yeah, so it's 43 men, 1 woman, and 1 predator.
And then the elders show up and said, "Nah, this one was a fuck up. We'll take him. Sorry about that. Here's a rifle."
Yeah.
No, I mean, it was a pistol.
the pistol,
Right.
which we get to talk about
It
next.
was an old
Yeah.
school pistol, yeah. 1700s pistol.
Yep.
Flintlock.
So, coffin ratings.
Oh, yeah. Coffin rating. I'll go first this time. My coffin rating was a 4. I still enjoyed it, even though I know this one is not a lot of people's favorite Predator movie. But like I said, I really like it. I like it personally. I like it, and I gave it a 4 because if it wasn't for this movie, then we probably still wouldn't have the other Predator movies, even though we have the first one. But this, like I said, it could have killed the franchise, but it didn't. So thank God.
It didn't.
Right, it didn't. Thank God.
'Cause it didn't
Predator's an awesome character.
Because it didn't have the sways.
Right.
Yeah. 3.75 coffins.
The first one of the year.
Yes.
I can't give it a 3 because the camp is bad but not that bad. And yeah, it's fine.
Well, what you can't do, I will. This is a 3 for me. It's a good movie. It's a good it's a good action movie.
Yeah.
But again, it's one of those, I never once have said to myself, I'm going to throw on Predator 2.
Yeah, exactly, Sam.
Oh, I almost skipped it. This is where I'll say my note that I put in. I forgot to write it down, but I don't think he gives a shit. The little old lady.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I'm a cop. And he goes, I don't think he gives a shit.
Yeah, that's great.
Again, this is a good movie. when I think of the Predator series, this is not where my brain goes to.
Yeah, same.
Right.
So speaking of where my brain goes to now, last movie we're going to talk about is Prey, which came out July 21st, 2022. On Hulu, because it was not streaming because of COVID-esque issues. But this movie is directed by the god of the Predator series now, Dan Trachtenberg, who did Badlands as well, and I really want to watch that. But this was written by...
I saw it. It's actually really awesome.
Which one? A movie or the TV show?
So the show was, there was Aliens...
No, I'm talking about Badlands. The one you want to watch.
Oh, Predator Badlands.
Oh, okay.
I also know what you're talking about,
Right,
the show.
okay.
But this was written by Patrick Ason, I think, Dan Trachtenberg, and Jim Thomas. And this movie stars Amber Midthunder as Naru, Dakota Beavers as Tabe, and Daniel D. I knew I was going to do this. Dane DeLegrio as the Predator. Now, the facts that I found feel a lot like the facts that I found for Alien Romulus, but just Predator-based.
Yeah.
So, Dane, the Predator, performed all the acting, stunts, and motion capture for his character without a stunt double. And this has to be my favorite Predator. And we'll talk about why here in a little bit. But this Predator is my favorite.
Yeah.
Like, I want an action figure. I want his mask. I want the little saw blade thing he used to rip off that Russian man, or not that Russian, that French man's leg. And we're going to get to that, too. We're going to get to a lot of things in this movie. So when Naru says, do it, this is a throwback to Schwarzenegger's line, do it now, from the original, obviously, in 1987.
There's a lot of throwbacks to this movie.
Again,
The first one.
this was like the Predator version of Romulus,
Yeah.
Right.
which, thank God for that. So while Naru is Comanche in real life, Amber Midthunder herself is Sioux.
Nice.
Jane Myers, the film's producer, is an enrolled member of the Comanche Nation.
Actually,
So
with
they
that-
brought her on, and she fixed up everything that was inaccurate about like the way that the Indians lived, the Native Americans lived,
Yeah.
and like the things that they did, and just some of the inaccuracies. She came through and just cleaned house and then fixed it.
That's
and
pretty
speaking
cool.
of that, actually, before you go on any further, I just want to mention that besides the Predator character, everybody in all the Indians were actually Native American.
Yeah, Native Americans, and
Indians.
I
They're real people, Native Indians.
so I was watching this movie. I was trying to place Naru, and I went, oh shit, she's from Reservation Dogs, which led me to Letterkenny, which she's not a part of, and I was just thinking about the Reds. And that's why I'm just going to leave that. But anyway.
But no, I'm actually really proud of that fact because, it wasn't people playing Indians. It was actually Indians.
It was actually the Native Americans playing.
Right, Native Americans. So I really like that.
Yeah, no, me too.
This movie's sick as shit. This movie, from beginning to end, this movie made so much sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the French showed up, and I went into, like, Mighty Python, and I was like, whoa, like, the French are here. Like...
Filthy English Canadians.
But, like the whole, like, you never expect Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about the French showing up in this movie. I was like, why are the French showing up? I was like, oh, it's where this takes place because this isn't somewhere alien. This is on,
History.
this is again
Earth.
history. Yeah, Earth. Pretty cool place.
Terra,
wouldn't you say?
whatever you want to call our planet.
Terra firma.
But, like,
Well, no, Battletech franchise, they just call it Terra.
the
nice.
action scenes in this movie, my favorite thing in this entire movie is a joke. And it's when her and Tabe are tied up, and she's like, I once saw a beaver chew his arm off when he was stuck between two rocks. And she's got the rock in her hand with the bear trap, but Tabe's like, Naru, and she drops the rock, she's like, but I'm smarter than a beaver. I was like, ooh, girl.
That was great, though. Legitimately great.
My favorite scene out of this movie, though, is when the Predator kills the bear, and the first time you see what this thing looks like is when all the blood drops off the bear. Like, because he guts it, and just all of the blood, and, like, that's what you see. Like, that that vicious, and her in that tumbleweed thing, or the dam, which is a huge part of this movie. She goes back to it, like, 3 times.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think of that.
Now, the saddest part of this movie to me, because I had PTSD watching this, when she was stuck in the, like, quicksand, and she was trying to throw the hatchet and to, like, bring herself up, all I saw was Atreyu.
Oh,
and I said, I swear to God, don't do this to me. I can't go through this again.
Yeah.
But all in all, this is my favorite Predator movie. And maybe because it's newer, maybe because the action sequences are better. It's kind of like what I'm adjusted to. It's not 80s machismo. It's female-led. It's this whole fucking movie.
Yeah, it's great.
Actually, back to what you were just saying about the Predator, I really liked it too because to me it seemed like primitive Predator, and I really enjoyed that. And, it's like it was his weapons and stuff. Yeah, they were Predator weapons, but they were more. What's the word I'm looking for?
Grizzled and
prehistoric
like old-timey.
Yeah, like old timey or whatever. Like
more period correct. Well, I mean, because if
like the claw thing, it looked more like bones than it.
No,
did
yeah,
metal,
that's
right?
that's exactly what I'm getting to. Like, if you want to put it like from like a lore-ish thing, I mean, this one was trying to challenge itself. I don't need the giant ion cannon. I'm just gonna try and get all my trophies with this crap.
Right, yeah, like I woke up, left the house, this is what I have.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
The other scene that I really like in this movie is when they're all shooting the Predator with the muskets, and the 3 guys stop, and they immediately start to, like, pack their guns, and the one dude who, like, runs up, and he's like, it just goes to shoot the Predator in the face, and the bullet bounces off, and comes back and kills him. I was like, what the fucking Looney Tunes is this?
Yeah.
Like, it's the most cartoon-ass shit but I've seen, but everything in this movie works.
Yeah.
Everything just connects, and if this is and this is obviously with the series, like, because Dan Trachtenberg used this movie to reset this universe in a way, kind of negating 2 because of the pit. No, actually, no, making 2 canon in his universe because of the pistol, or the flintlock.
Yeah.
But the fact that Naru is a badass from the beginning, and no pun intended, when she gets cold-blooded at the end, when she eats the yellow flower or whatever, and the Predator walks right past her and she moves her foot, I would have tripped the Predator, I would have died. That would have been the end of the movie. But to, like, point blank shoot him in the back, like, this is such a good movie.
Yeah, it's freely available to stream on Hulu for
It
a
is.
while,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yes. For anybody who has Hulu, I think we're gonna start doing that too. Wherever we watch these movies, if it's streaming somewhere, obviously we are not affiliated with any of these places, but this one's on Hulu. I think all 3 are on Hulu.
Well, and Hulu's a Disney product now, and theoretically, the Xenomorph and the Predator are Disney princesses now.
Well, speaking of that, actually, the Predator, it's if I'm not mistaken, like throughout all the movies, isn't he like an amalgamation of like human, alien stuff like that? That's like kind of evolves in the movies, like they end up taking other traits of other.
So yeah,
things that they like, I guess.
Well, I mean,
by the way they fight or whatever.
In like a tactical combat style sense, they take the traits of like the trophies that the different predators get or earn or find or complete, and they like use it as part of their like lexicon of hunting, combat, etc.
So the Yautja have
become an ultimate predator.
Yeah.
The Yautja have
because they weren't already built as the ultimate hunter like the Xenomorph was.
Right.
They have a code. They won't hunt anything that without a weapon.
Right.
Which is why in the first one, the girl, and I completely forgot to for the cast. I'll go back and fix that. That's why Dutch tells her, drop your weapon.
Right.
Like, this thing isn't going to go after you. But more so in this one, in Prey, this fucking Predator's like, hey, I got some tricks up my sleeve I'm going to use on you. Like, you're not about to best me. I have fought animals. I can kill you. I think I'm good enough. I also thought the cloaking was really cool in this one too, and the special effects, which we didn't even get into, and that's a whole other half hour we don't have to talk about. The special effects for one was amazing.
Yeah.
So I put on here. I put some of my notes that I put on here is like I like the Predator fighting with, like I said, with primitive weapons and stuff like that more so than like the other movies.
His saw blade snap bracelet.
Yeah. I mean, those were cool.
And like they're cool as hell too, though. Like they might be like more like I said earlier, like Predator wise, more of a challenge to use as like a trophy gaining thing. But they're all awesome as hell in their own right. Like even though it's not as like insane as like an ion cannon on your shoulder or something, you know?
Well, another thing too, and I don't know if they do this in comic books or whatever, but I would like to see more movies along this line, like more Predators fighting more characters from history, more warriors and stuff from history. Like I would like to see Predator fighting samurais or like ninjas, or how would they do against ninjas, or like maybe English warriors or whatever. You know, I would like to see movies like that with them all throughout history coming back and fighting different warriors during different
or hell,
times
Shaolin
in
monks,
history.
where the
Like,
Predator basically immediately has to go to hand.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing else is gonna work, or you know.
Right. Because like you, I'm a history buff. You know, I love history. I love like, you know, stuff like that. You know, and I would love to see the Predator through different times in our history. Like I would like to see the Predator fight cavemen. See how that would go.
The Predator goes to fight a caveman and gets his ass beat.
Right, exactly, or something like that. You know, and
Gets
then this
fucking
movie,
clubbed.
this movie was supposed to be filmed in 1719 was the year that this movie was supposed to be happening.
1719.
Yeah, 1719. Yeah. So, you know, like I said, I just love to see that the Predator fight different characters of history.
That'd be really cool.
You know, like Predator versus Genghis Khan or something.
That's
like that,
so.
you know?
When you said historical figures, that's the one I thought of.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Genghis Khan's warriors. That'd be cool if he was there when Genghis Khan was doing his thing, and the Predator just shows up and tries to take out some of his guys or whatever. That'd be awesome.
A naval predator taking on Napoleon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go. Something like that. You know.
Predator gets up to him. This small thing is what I was going after.
Speaking of that, he's one of the smallest people that ever played a Predator. Wasn't he small? The guy that actually
He definitely wasn't 7'2".
Right. Yeah. He's one of the smallest guys that ever played Predator.
But given what this Predator was capable of doing and how he hunted, it made sense.
Yeah. Okay, I already mentioned the thing about the Indians.
And,
and then all the quotes from the movies. The quotes that from part one where it says, "Do it, I'm here," and all that stuff.
When Tabe said, "If it bleeds, we could kill it," I was like,
Oh yeah,
yes.
I made that note right here.
Yeah.
That's my last note. It says, if it bleeds, we can kill it."
Yeah.
I was like, yes, thank you so much. I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
I thought Naruto's mom was gonna say it.
Yeah.
Just like in Pat, like not being in the wild, like obviously hunting the predator, but like just, you know, Tabe and Naruto go back and talk about their mom, and the chief is like, if it bleeds, we can kill it. Like, whoa. But
then the last thing I was going to mention is that the Native American language is a real language. It wasn't like made up movie language. It was real.
The producer, and I don't know if Trachtenberg was a part of it, but I know the producer and a few others made a language that made sense.
Right.
Like when Raphael is talking to her when she's in the cage, it's English to us, but he is speaking in Comanche to her, which is what she would have understood.
Right.
Also, so I watched this on Hulu. Again, subtitles. I thought I stroked out because I heard them speaking French, and I know like 3 words. And then I saw French subtitles on the screen. And I went, I had these set to English. Why? Why is this in French? And then it hit me. That put us in her position.
Right.
We have no idea what's going on.
Right.
The last slick scene that I'll talk about is when the French dude with the musket is waiting for the predator, and he's like talking about having to pee, and you just see all like 6 dudes on horses fall over, and I was like, oh, what? Oh, I know what happened. Predator showed up.
Right.
And Naru, caught me off guard at the end. Because I was like, what is she doing? Like, he's not going to sink. If this predator gets taken out by quicksand, he shouldn't have been a predator in the first place. Like, you are the runt of your race, apparently. Like, the tracking thing. But for her to pick up on that is that fast, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I absolutely love this movie.
And then the thing at the end when she comes back with the predator head, like where he takes heads, she took his head, and then she had his blood on her face. I was like, there you go. That's
The way she threw that predator's head down at the chief, like, I'm chief now. Yeah, I would have given you that title too. Like, you're good. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
That is not a raccoon. You win. That is not a bear.
So you have
No,
anything
go
else?
ahead. What'd you
Oh,
know?
I was just gonna do the kill count unless you got something else to say.
Oh, I mean, I didn't get around to rewatching this one, but I have seen it a few times. Again, just the newness or whatever. But no, I mean, this one probably is, like you said, slick. It's probably like the slickest, newer Predator for sure. And yeah, I mean, there's just so many cool elements to it. And I mean, you guys already brought all this up. I guess that's kind of why I was pausing. More of a challenge weapons that the Predator itself brought for this one. It's just, yeah, I'm into all of it. It was really cool.
When he pops up the arm shield, I was thinking about all the jokes that we were making about, like, John Moxley. Like,
the buckler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for the fact
It's
that
their shield,
for the fact that got turned into a weapon.
Yeah.
So yeah, is Badlands anything like this? Because you said you saw Badlands.
I mean, it's in the same, everything's pretty slick. Like, nothing's, out of place or anything. I just really liked it a lot. I mean, because Elle Fanning's really good as an actress, too.
She is in that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to buy it.
But she plays Wayu Synth.
Oh yeah, I saw the part.
So
in the trailer where he
basically,
goes to,
it's just Disney slowly, combining everything.
Wait, we could rip people in half as long as they're a synth? Okay, got it.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it's Disney trying to, consolidate some things, because, I watched Alien Earth
I gotta watch that.
maybe,
yeah.
2-3 weeks before I went to Predator Badlands in the show, and I was like, oh, that's weird. But in a good way.
That makes sense now.
Yeah.
All right, so the kill count, if y'all are ready.
Yep.
32 kills. 32 kills. It was 31 men and 1 predator. So no women died in this movie. So go women power.
Also, big up to Naru for beating the shit out of that dude who's like, you're coming back home with us, hoe. And she was like, no, the fuck, I'm not.
Yeah.
And proceeds to beat the dog shit. Like, when she...
Dog walk all over.
She dog walked him. Well, technically not, she got tied up. But, when... I thought they were done fighting after she, headbutted him and his nose got busted open. Mm-hmm. When they go to walk back, I'm like, oh, she's done. And she, runs up and, headlocks him and drops him to the ground. I was like, yo, what are you doing? Don't do that. But... No, yeah, she's definitely a beast, and I absolutely love it. I know this is Predator, but she reminded me a lot of Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah. Apparently they're trying to do a lot of those.
I'm here for it.
Badass hero women. Which,
as long
there's
as
never enough in my eyes either.
As long as we don't start swapping lines, because I don't need anybody in Predator to say, you get away from her, you bitch. So, coffin ratings?
All right. If you want, I'll go first. So this time I gave it 3 coffins. So that's my coffin rating because there's no abacus this time.
I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4. We don't double up, and I almost gave this the 5. But I can't take away the feelings I have for 1, which is a weird thing to say, but 4. This is so good.
4.5 because it almost got me to that point where I was like, okay, damn, this is almost like an homage that could be considered as good as Predator 1 in a way.
Right, and again, we've already talked about it, this being the Predator version of Romulus, because we all loved Romulus. That was a perfect blend of those movies.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that does it for us.
Sorry.
I'm just happy it's never been me.
All right.
that does it for us. We'll see you next week.